Look what I'm reading.
Yes, I can't wait for you to get into it. It's strong. Let the record show. In fact, I'd like for people who have read the book or who are into it to just text us and let us know how they're experiencing it, because it is an experience. All right.
Actually, just go ahead and text this number and tell us how much you liked it. That way we'll have your contact information too.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, all right. Thank you. I appreciate you getting it. It is something else. I'm doing the audio version of it now. Now, the other thing is that I just want to just thank you for the great job that you're doing with me. And we had a great time. We had a speaking summit this past weekend with 20 speakers that we trained, and they were off the hook.
They were on fire. I watched it. It was good.
Okay. Yes, I'd say we had a lot of people from around the world who watched it, and now we're going to be training the next 20 for the next speaker summit that we're going to have, because there was something that someone said that I'm going to bring out today about Bob Marley. Just was a great quote, but to see my future, that these are new speakers who they lit it up. They got the butter from the duck.
And I texted you during it and I said, who is Devon Brown? Is he related to you? Because your MC was on fire too.
Yes. Oh, Devon. Yes. Oh, he is truly, truly very talented and very gifted. And I went from evaluating the speakers to taking notes. I said, I know y'all bringing it down. I said, y'all better watch yourselves in the parking lot.
But no, Devon was not related to you, right? It must just be the last name.
No, he's not. No, he's not. But boy, he sure represented. Man, he could flow. Let the record
show. I can't wait to meet him one day. Mm-hmm. How was your weekend?
Yeah. It was a great weekend because the Speaker Summit, and I've been doing a variety of virtual events, and the response has been phenomenal. From 5 minutes to 30 minutes to an hour and a half to 2 hours, and doing it from the comfort of my home in my Mickey Mouse pajamas. I enjoy that. Yeah, this is just amazing how technology has changed everything, and it's just an exciting time, because all of us have the ability to make some impact right now. And we need more voices now more than ever before.
Well, let's see. Speaking of making a big difference and being around the world, it looks like there's people from around the world today. So let's say hello. Let us know where you're watching us from.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, hello from the UK.
Hometown right there.
Yes. Who's this?
This is Esau, maybe? Is that how we say it? Yeah, we always try to get your name right.
I think it is, yes. All right. He's in Atlanta, right where I am. Hey, Tony, how are you? Tony, Bing, Bing, Manoni, Tony. All right, Maria in Sweden. All right, Sweden in the house.
Right. I'm guessing that's where we're.
This is from Abu Dhabi. That's one of my favorite places on the planet. Let the record show. Brooklyn is in the house. Kim, Washington. And who else there? Scotland is in the house. Hello, Melissa.
We got everybody. All over. One more last. Oh, I've got two more actually. We've got Ohio.
Akron, Carolyn. Hello, Carolyn. How are you? Hello from Qatar. Yes. Oh, man. They have the most beautiful airport in the world.
Really? I've never been there.
Yes. I'm telling you. It's great.
Well, I got places to go after this as soon as they open up, right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Got places to go. I'm not coming out of the house till 2027.
That's what you keep saying. What are you going to talk to us about today, sir?
I'm going to talk about today the value to invest and work on your superpower. Invest in yourself and work on your superpower. That's what I'm going to talk on today.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to get out of here so I can start taking notes. Take the stage.
All right. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a great time. I had an incredible time. I've been doing virtual seminars and speaking from home on the computer. And my evening was culminated by watching Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. If you missed that, let me tell you something. Wow, that was powerful. I mean, Gladys, her voice was incredible and just as strong and pure as ever. And she was looking very, very gorgeous. Oh, come on, somebody. I started having flashbacks. I said, come on, somebody. When I saw her, I just oh, calm down, calm down, calm down. And and so, and Patty was Patty. When she did Somewhere Over the Rainbow, look here, I used to fly when she would get up and she started doing all that kind of stuff. And it was great. It was taking us back, but they sing a lot of those songs. And I tell you, and when Gladys did Every Beat of My Heart, oh man, that was just rich with the Pips. You know, people used to think I was a Pip. That was powerful, the strength and the power of her voice and Patty's voice. And Patty hit some notes. I said, I know she ain't gonna go there. No, she. And she went there and beyond. Oh boy! If you saw that, I'd like to say, just give us some feedback on it if you saw it. But let me share with you. This is about you, because when you look at Patty, when you look at Gladys, they know their superpower. And they work on it. They focus on their superpower. This is not something I think. This is something I know. I know both of these individuals. I was married to one of them. Okay? And so you have a superpower. And what's most important when you have a superpower, and this is something that Milani has shared with me, a quote she wrote, she said, there's a superhero inside all of us. We just need the courage to put on the cape. And as you look at yourself and look at your goals and your dreams, this is a time for you to bring it. Bring it. Why? Because as Will Jackson would say, life happens. You know, one of the most jarring things about the death, I don't know about for other people, but the death of Chadwick, he was 43. Chadwick Boseman was 43. And I'm 75. But it's a reminder. Life happens. And so we know that. We were warned about that. Think it not strange that you'll face the fiery furnaces of this world. You will, not you might. You will have tribulations. What's your superpower? Because whatever it is, invest in it and focus on that. This is no time to be a jack of all trades and master of none. As you look at yourself, look at where you are, and your life has been disrupted by the coronavirus or artificial intelligence or a loved one passing. Now you have to pause and rethink your life. No, this is not a time to react. This is a time to absorb, to pause, and begin to clear your head about your next move. And so in my particular case, I love to speak. I'll never forget. We all get calls. I was living in Columbus, Ohio, and my sister called and said, Leslie, are you sitting down? And I said, what's wrong with Mama? And she said, Mama has breast cancer. I had just gotten re-elected to the Ohio legislature, my third term. And I said, Martin, how bad is it? It's terminal. I said, I'm coming. I'm coming home. You just got reelected. I don't care. I'm coming home. I'm coming home to be with Mama. I'm going to be there. I left everything, my political ambitions. I was the chairman of the Human Resource Committee and Education Committee. I was planning on run for the Senate and then Congress, and I had great possibilities. People enjoyed me on both sides of the aisle. I supported all types of things that I felt that would be beneficial not only to my constituents, but other people's agenda. And all of us at different times in our lives, and we have parents that we live a far distance from that we will want to live and be near them, or if something happened to them, we'll pick up and go to be with them. I wasn't going to allow mama to be in a nursing home. No, that was not an option. I said, no, we got this. And all my brothers and sisters chipped in. We got this. And so you have to operate from the place of what Will Jackson talks about. Life happens. Things gonna happen. What's your superpower? Invest in it. Don't try and do 1,000 things. I used to promote concerts. I used to be a photographer. I used to manage groups. I did a variety of things. And now here I was having to think, what am I going to do now? I don't have a college training, any college training whatsoever. What am I going to do now? I've lost the job that I was in radio because of editorializing about police deadly use of force. And this is 50 years ago. What am I going to do now? And so you can't transfer state legislature to another legislature. And I had to figure it out. And so at different points, when life happens, you have to figure, what am I going to do now? And I had to think, what is it that I do? There's certain things that I do naturally, certain things that you do naturally, that's no big deal, that people have complimented you on. And you didn't think it was anything because it was you. What is it that people see in you that you've been told? I have a friend I talked to her this weekend. I said, oh, girl, my goodness, what a voice you have. She said, people tell me that all the time. I said, what are you doing with that voice? Oh, nothing. I just, I'm a behind the scene person. I said, is that working for you? She said, not really. I said, then why aren't you investing in your superpower? People have been telling you this for years. Why are you ignoring it? This is the age for the communicator. You got a story. You've gone through some stuff. You've seen some stuff. If you can tell your story, that could make a tremendous impact. And so there I was trying to think about, what is it that I can do to generate income, to use my money for traditional medical services for my mother, and alternative. Most people don't know 95% of people who file bankruptcy do so because of medical expenses. That's right, 95%. One surgery. I was in a meeting and a guy said, all of us are one surgery from bankruptcy. And so this is a time it's better to have money and not need it, and need it and not have it. What can help you to generate a lot of money? And I'm telling you what I know. This is no theory. It's your superpower. Your superpower, because life is happening. It's coming for you. Over the next year, it's going to touch you or at least 3 people that you care about. That's the way it's set up. And so as you think about your goals and dreams, what is your superpower? I want you to think about that. I've got a friend named Vi Clark. I won't tell you her name, in Columbus, Ohio. She writes. That's a superpower. But you know what? She doesn't like to write. Just think, come on, Vi. She loves to play bridge, though. She loves bridge. But when I want something good and written and creative and powerful, Vi Clark, Virginia Clark, out of Columbus, Ohio, first female personality on radio in Columbus, Ohio. I hired her. No one can go up in that space with her. What's your superpower? There's something that you do well that people have acknowledged it for a long time, but to you, it was no big deal. People have always told me, you got the gift for gab. When I was in the pool room shooting pool or playing bid whist, that most people don't know what that is, a card game that I master. It used to be called Id Whist, but because my last name is Brown, they put B to honor me. But People say, man, you talk a lot of smack. And so invest in your superpower. I saw this guy, Mike Williams, speaking. He wrote the book, The Road to Your Best Stuff. And I said, hey, man, I loved how he spoke, his content, his confidence, and how he held himself, and how he had the audience on the edge of their seat. And I said, hey, would you teach me how to do that? And somebody will say, why would you hire somebody to teach you to do something that people already recognize that you just have a natural gift? I remember spending a whole day with Maya Angelou, and one of the greatest poets of our time. She said, it aggravates me when people tell me that I'm a gifted communicator. She said, show me a gifted heart surgeon. They work on it. I work on it. And she was absolutely right. I went down her basement, had over 3,000 books there that she was required to read, the person who was responsible for her when she lost her voice because of what happened to her as a child, what caused her to write the book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. You got a superpower. And you really know what it is. It's that, what is it that you talk about and think about day and night, or you could do 7 days a week, and that you love it so much, you do it so well, that people will pay you to do it. That you enjoy it, that you will volunteer. I speak. I gave hundreds of speeches before I ever got a love offering. We just say, we love you, but Jesus loves you more. Here's $25 love offering. I said, thank you very much. And then I had my kids with me, and we tried to eat all the food that we could while we were there at this church event. You got a superpower. And this is the time to put on your cape and use that superpower. So invest in yourself. Warren Buffett said the most important investment you can make is in yourself. Here's something else. Master it. I study this. I study now at 75. Why, Les? Because you're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to teach. I got young people teaching me things every day. I'm actively engaged in this thing called life. Every day, my goal is to learn something today that I did not know yesterday. I'm encouraging you to do that. Life is changing. You can't just run outside right now, go to a pay phone and put in a dime and make a phone call. Millennials don't even know what a pay phone is, a telephone booth. I wonder where will Superman change his clothes now? They will put him in jail for trying to go in a telephone booth. No, he has to go to a closet somewhere to take off his clothes. Telephone booths are gone. Things have changed. When I was a kid, this is going to blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. Not only the millennials, but people just before them. When I was a kid, with all the technology they have now, we had a cordless iron. You say, what? We had an iron. You heat it on some sterno heat. Oh, I've lost them already. And you heat it, and then you iron real fast before it cools off. I know somebody say, he's old as Methuselah. Same way, we had a cordless iron. I haven't seen one since. This thing called life. And so you look at yourself. Here's something that Steve Jobs said. Listen to me. If you enjoy helping people, if you have been told you have the gift of gab, if you enjoy inspiring people, I want you to hear something that Steve Jobs said. He said that the storyteller is the most powerful person in the world. The storyteller. Why? Steve Jobs would tell a story about a new computer. And because of how he told the story, they say you could take a horse to the water, but you couldn't make him drink. But if you're a great storyteller, you'll create a thirst where people want to drink. He would tell a story about his new technology, and people, I'm not making this up, people will line up outside of the Apple stores 2 and 3 days in advance so they can get access to buy something they'd never seen. But they heard the story. They heard the story. And listen, Apple didn't have nobody that could tell a story like Steve Jobs. If you know, I'm telling you what I know, how to tell a story. When I ran for state representative, I won in a district. I didn't have the money. I didn't have political experience, but I knew how to tell my story. See, politics is about the story that you tell about yourself, the story you tell about your opponent, the story your opponent tells about you, and the story they tell about themselves. So this is something I want to read this to you. Great quote here. Tell me the facts and I'll learn. Tell me the truth and I'll believe. But tell me a story and it will live in my heart forever. See, you've gone through some stuff. You've experienced some stuff. And what you have gone through and what you have overcome will be the survival guide for someone else who hears your story and say, if she can make it, I can. If he could overcome that, I can. That's the power of the story. That's why Khalil Gibran in the book called The Prophet, which is a classic, he said, nothing is more important and more powerful than thirst and hunger for the human being is a story. People need to be told, listen, just because you're going through an eviction, life is not over for you. Just because you're going through a foreclosure, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, life is not over. Just because you came in and invested your money and time and energy in a business and you lost your money or somebody ripped you off, you're not a failure. That's not the end. That's just the beginning of a new venture, of reinventing yourself, of looking at and evaluating what is it I need to do differently, what help, what assistance, what training will be required for me to have a breakthrough. This is a time for mental resolve. This is a time for you to invest in yourself. You know, I often quote Einstein because this is where we are. He said, the thinking that has brought me this far has created some problems that this thinking can't solve. This is your time. This is your time. And that's the story you want to tell yourself. This is my time. All things work together for good for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. That's me. I'm called. And if you got a voice, if you have a passion for changing people's lives, helping people, if you would like to transition out of a job that's not you and put on the cape of your superpower, your voice, your story, and soar to new heights, as T.D. Jakes would say, I want you to put voice in the comment section. Voice in the comment section. I want you to allow me to work with your voice, how I, sitting at the side of my mother's bed, and I said, Mama, I'll be back. And I'd go get on an airplane and I'd go fly and give a speech and come back several times a week. But now, if Mama was here, I said, Mama, excuse me, I've got to go give a presentation in the living room virtually. What, you got on your Mickey Mouse pajamas. Mama, they won't see me. They won't see that part of me. They'll just see my black shirt and red tie. Yeah, what's virtually? It's okay, Mama. I got you. behave. Hello, whatever. I mean to tell you, I'm so glad I'm still here to see all these dramatic changes. It's amazing to look at this stuff from 75. That's a long range to still be here. That's a blessing in and of itself. What a mighty God we serve. But I went through a foreclosure and we went back to the same roach infested house that I moved my mother out of. And I remember Mama said, boy, hold your head up. You have nothing to be ashamed of. We still have each other. And when I opened the door to take in a chair and a lamp, the roaches said, whoa, Mamie's back. Look at God. Oh my goodness, we're about to get some sweet potato pie. They start doing the Chicago stepping. I mean, they put on a record, you know, and start dancing, you know. Oh my goodness, we got to have it going on up in here, up in here. I want you to put in voice in the comment section. I'm gonna teach you how to tell your story, how to create an experience, because now the computer eliminates geography. I have Remy that I'll be talking to today. We're going to be doing a seminar, a presentation in Nigeria. That's exciting. And then I have another friend that we're going to be doing something in London. And then I have Diane that lives in Dubai, and all virtually. I'm going to teach you how to use your personality and your passion and speak from your heart. That's key. Speaking from your heart, telling your story, and transforming people individually and collectively, and creating an experience with your story. That's what gave me the breakthrough. You're going to have fun working with me too. Yes, looking at my kid and play hairstyle alone. Oh, behave. I think I'm going to watch House Party today. Listen, put voice in the comment section if you enjoy having a good time, making a difference in people's lives, and making a difference in your own life, and making more money virtually from home. We can teach you the whole gamut. You have something special, put voice in the comment section. That's right, do it right now. Don't put it off, don't think about it. Oh, I can't afford to do it. You can't afford not to do it. Don't be a wimp. No, don't suffer from possibility blindness like I did for 14 years. Put voice in the comment section. You have something special. You have greatness in you, and that greatness will come out when you have the courage to put on your superhero cape and soar. I believe. No, I don't want to go there. Somewhere over the rainbow. I want to go there. I'll let R. Kelly keep that up. He ain't flying right now. All right. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. You can tell I'm happy, huh? Yes, I am, with my funny looking self. This is her baby boy saying it's been a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. God bless you. And God bless your dream. Put voice in the comment section. Do it now. Allow me to work with you. Bring it. Bye for now.
Oh, that was wonderful. That's let me tell you, I've got a couple things real quick that I want to show you, but I want to know when we can expect to see you on Versus doing your battle with your new singing voice.
Not until December. I want to make it a Christmas gift for everybody. I've been talking to Butter, and she said, Les, if you just stay in your range and put some power, put some elbow grease behind that talking voice, you could sing and melt hearts. I said, okay. After seeing Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle last night, and first of all, a lot of memories came back. I'm going to need some therapy today. Yes, I am.
I told you on Twitter. I saw a couple comments on Twitter that said, did you know Les used to be married to Gladys?
Yeah.
You too.
Right. So I'll tell you, it was an incredible performance by the two of them, icons, legends. And that's their superpower, singing. And they dominate the planet with their voices. I was so proud of her and Patty as well. Did an incredible job. What really got me with Patty took a mirror out and started working on her makeup. I said, what is she doing? Okay, the Gladys would do that. Now, Gladys ain't going to do that. You know, Patty kicked her shoes off. Gladys was not going to do that. Patty would roll on the floor. Gladys, I'm not going to roll on the floor. That's another ticket. She ain't doing all that. Okay, she's going to do it with that voice of hers. That is just incredible. Both of the voices are phenomenal and just great human beings.
It was amazing. I do have to show you. You don't need too much there because look at this. People are saying you're the happiest man they believe they've ever seen.
Oh, thank you so much, Beverly. I appreciate you.
Also, I wanted to point out this comment because I thought it was really great. It's a little long. It'll probably cover a little bit of our faces. I'll take it down right after I read it. But Debbie said she used to work with peers and students for years, helping them discover their superpowers, and then if they want to turn their passions into a paycheck. But she always started by asking, if you had all the money in the world, what would you volunteer to do for free every day? And that's how she helped them figure out their superpower. I thought that was a good way of thinking of it.
Yes, that is. I'm going to use that technique. Save that for me. All
okay.
Right?
Perfect. Yeah. And then one last.
Give me one more.
Oh, perfect. Well, I want you to see this. They want you to just spell it out when it comes to your singing. So we've got so many comments in here today. A lot of voice. So it looks like you're going to have a lot of people to look at working with. So
I'm excited about working with them. People's lives were transformed this past weekend at the summit when they heard the various speakers. And as it went along, it got stronger and stronger and stronger. And I was just so proud of them. I can't wait to talk with them on this coming Wednesday, because what I'm going to do in the way we have this set up is to upgrade their skills. I'm going to do some personal one-on-one coaching and training with the people that we're going to market to my database. But just to see the level that they were speaking on, and these were not professional speakers, but everyday people who decided that's my superpower. Yeah. I'm going to invest in myself. I want to be coached by Les Brown. And all of them said, I saw you speak in the Georgia Dome, and said, if you can do it, I can do it. For those of you who have not seen me speak and command an audience of 80,000 in the Georgia Dome, just Google Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome. It's not over until I win. Yes. Okay.
All right, we got one last thing I want to. It looks like we've got an old friend on here for you, so let's see if you remember this one.
Gloria Anderson. Yes, absolutely. She used to be on my television show as a teenager. You making me feel older, Gloria. Yeah, she grown down.
I love when your old friends pop in. I absolutely love it. Look at this. And people are ready. They're ready to start working with you. Oh, and here was one of your speakers right here.
Oh, Sheila Bush. Absolutely. Listen, she's powerful too. And let me tell you, there's some speakers that came on. I hope people go back and look at it. And they brought it. They brought the house down. They were strong. I was doing other webinars and had to come back and look. And I said, ooh, I can hear all those footsteps.
It's actually right here on Facebook. So you can just go back and watch from Saturday. And I was actually working out during part of it. It made me walk faster. They were so strong.
Yes, the words can motivate and inspire you to perform higher.
All right, wrap us up today, sir.
Okay, thank you. Don't forget, don't wait. Take advantage of the opportunity that's available to you. I'm thinking about, once again, Chadwick Boseman, 43. He was a baby, 43, but he did a lot of work. He did a lot. He put in a lot of work and made his impact, left a legacy, impact millions of people, billions of people around the world. Live a life that will outlive you. I want to leave this statement. One of the speakers said it this past weekend, and it grabbed me. Bob Marley performed in a concert, and afterwards he was called to be involved in an interview with a reporter. And the reporter said, "Is it true that you were shot recently?" He said, "Yes." He said, the reporter asked, "Why didn't you take the day off? Why would you come out and perform?" And he said, Bob Marley, "People who spread evil don't take a day off. Why should I?" Whoa.
Yeah.
Come on now. People who spread evil, they do it every day, every day, every day. If it's not one thing, it's another. It's not one thing, it's another. Why should we? Your voice matters. Your story matters. I'm going to help you bring it out. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Put voice in the comment section. Well.
Perfect. And we'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Have a wonderful Monday.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
Right.
Bye for now.